Fever went all out for Caitlin Clark's logo drop. So there was a lot of excitement already fluttering about Gamebridge, and energy was high. They definitely spared no expense in letting everybody know that Caitlin Clark does have a new logo out. The arena was actually covered with t-shirts that said Caitlin Clark was here. The outside of the arena had her logo everywhere. She even showed up with all these accoutrements with a CC logo in it.
The WNBA is falling apart right now, and honestly, it's their own fault. Their biggest star, Caitlin Clark, has been out for weeks with a groin injury. At first, it seemed like something minor, but it's kept her off the court for a whole month. And without her playing, all the issues the league has been trying to cover up are now crystal clear.
Up-and-coming next generation young guns enter the league. It is becoming more and more apparent that the WNBA veterans did not do much to really advance the game of the WNBA. They didn't really develop the game as much as they like to think. You have these rookies coming in and doing in one season, and doing in less than a season and half a season what it's taken these vets of the past.
While Clark is still sidelined in street clothes, Nike just dropped a huge surprise that's shaking up the basketball world, Caitlin Clark's new signature logo. And from the early signs, it looks like it's going to outsell and outshine anything any other WNBA player has released. It's a tough reality check that makes the rest of the league feel even smaller, stuck in Clark's massive shadow.
Caitlin Clark had a huge announcement today. The new Caitlin Clark logo is out. She took to Twitter and said, tune in, logo collection coming soon. Signature product dropping 2026. I think we getting them new CCs, them logo 3 CCs in 2026, y'all. It'll be no more Kobe PEs, which we've loved. We about to get them Caitlin Clarks.
Let's look at the numbers for a minute. When Nike announced Caitlin Clark as their newest signature athlete on August 25th and revealed her interlocking C logo, which honestly looks more polished than most of the league's marketing, something crazy happened. Nike stock was already strong. It had jumped 3% when Clark's Kobe-inspired sneakers sold out in July, and the company was already up 17% since their last earnings report. But this new logo is different. It's not just another collab. Nike is betting $28 million over 8 years that Clark is worth more than the entire WNBA. That's a massive statement.
Get your hands on the Caitlin Clark version of Nike's Kobe Bryant sneaker. You're out of luck. They are out of stock. The WNBA star teamed up with Nike for a player edition of the Kobe 5 Pro Tro, decked out in Indiana Fever colors. You see them on your screen. They dropped at 10 a.m. Monday, and they sold out before 11.
The panic isn't just about the logo itself. It's about what it represents. Caitlin Clark is now only the third WNBA player to get a signature shoe deal with Nike, joining stars like Aya Wilson and Sabrina Ionescu. But here's the real game changer. She's the first female basketball player in Nike's entire history to have her very own standalone logo. That's huge when you think about it.
The $190 kicks are already showing up on the secondary market.
This isn't just about a shoe or some clothing. It's a full-blown logo. That kind of branding puts Caitlin Clark in the same league as icons like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Kobe Bryant. Meanwhile, most other WNBA players are still struggling to get people to even remember their names. The timing couldn't be worse for the league either. Clark's been out since July 15th with a groin injury, missing 15 straight games. And without her, the WNBA's ratings didn't just slip. They collapsed, crashing faster than a house of cards in a storm.
Y'all to stay patient. I've been telling y'all that Nike takes their time, that A'ja Wilson's shoe deal was 2 years in the making, that Paige Beckers had PEs, not her own signature shoe, and that Caitlin Clark's was 100% coming. And people kept saying, oh, Nike fumbled the bag with Caitlin. It has to get out there. Nike fumbled the bag. No, they didn't. It takes time. She's got to develop a whole freaking product line. But they just announced, breaking news right now, we have a logo. That is the official Caitlin Clark Nike logo. And it's not just that. I mean, this is cool. Nike has just announced that a signature product line will be dropping soon, with signature shoes coming in 2026. Now, this is going to be her logo for all of her Nike stuff that is Caitlin Clark.
Just look at the All-Star game without Clark. Ratings were down a massive 36% compared to last year, dropping from 3.44 million viewers to just 2.1 million. The games that were supposed to be big matchups basically turned into TV ghost towns. Earlier in the season, the Fever vs. Sky game with Clark and Angel Reese drew 2.7 million viewers. But in the rematch without them, the numbers were so embarrassingly low that some networks didn't even bother releasing the ratings.
Been a lightning rod for attention since entering the league. She brought in new fans, national media, and even primetime slots. Her absence isn't just hurting the Indiana Fever, it's apparently impacted the entire league's momentum. But this also sparks a deeper conversation. Is it fair for one rookie to carry the weight of an entire league's popularity? You see, critics say the WNBA's marketing has leaned heavily on Caitlin Clark, while longtime stars like A'ja Wilson, Breanna Stewart, and others deserve more spotlight too. On the flip side, others argue Caitlin Clark is the draw, and the ratings prove it. Some even wonder.
But Nike saw what was happening. They looked at Clark's massive impact, like the $52.3 million she brought in for Iowa, the $36 million for Indianapolis, and the fact that she drove 26% of the WNBA's entire economic activity. And Nike basically said, "We're not waiting for the league to figure this out. This logo deal isn't just business. It's a statement." Clark has officially moved beyond the WNBA. She's bigger than the league itself.
35%. WNBA ratings down. All-Star game 35% than last year. Yet you're telling me that it doesn't have to do with Caitlin. 35%. It really makes it difficult for fans of the WNBA in general and Caitlin Clark, like myself, to have conversations, to join a Discord, just to I don't know, want to just talk up the WNBA in general, when you can't even give Caitlin the props that she deserves.
In her rookie season in 2024, Caitlin Clark was responsible for about 26.5% of all the WNBA's economic activity. That means over a quarter of ticket sales, merchandise, and media value all came from just one player. Sports finance expert Ryan Brewer even found that 1 out of every 6 tickets sold in WNBA arenas was because fans wanted to see Clark. She completely changed attendance across the league in a way nobody ever has. The Indiana Fever's home games averaged 17,036 fans per game, setting a league record and even beating out their NBA counterparts, the Pacers. Without those crowds, the WNBA's attendance numbers look far less impressive. Sure, the league hit 1.58 million total fans in 2023 and was on pace for 2.5 million in 2025, but everyone knows it was Clark driving those numbers. That's why Nike's decision to lock her into a long-term deal and build a full product line around her was a no-brainer. In their press release, Nike's EVP of Global Sports Marketing, Ann Miller, called Clark an exceptional player and an outstanding ambassador for the game. But let's be real, that's corporate speak for asterisk. We're building our entire women's basketball strategy around her. Nike is betting that giving Clark the Jordan-level treatment now will pay off with billions later as she becomes the global face of women's basketball.
Will never be paid what she's worth by the WNBA because it is quite literally impossible for them to pay her what she's worth. An economist at Indiana University Columbus calculated that Caitlin Clark was responsible for $36 million in economic impact to the city of Indianapolis, and that she is responsible for 27% of the entire WNBA's economic activity for this past season, including attendance, merchandise sales, and television.
As if Clark's absence wasn't already a huge blow, the WNBA has been crushed by an injury crisis this season. It's turned into a full-on disaster. According to Next Hoops, there have already been 2 12 injuries, leading to 359 missed games, and there are still 2 weeks left in the season. That includes 10 ACL tears and several MCL injuries. The Golden State Valkyries alone have had 27 separate injuries. This isn't just bad luck, It's a systematic failure that's wrecking the league's credibility and its ability to protect its stars. Meanwhile, Clark's Nike deal makes everyone else look like they're playing in a different world. Her Kobe-inspired Fever sneakers sold out in minutes, and resale prices hit $600 for shoes that originally cost $190. That's not just demand, that's mania. It's the kind of cultural impact Nike believes will bring in billions over the course of her contract. The WNBA wants to act like it isn't dependent on one player, but the numbers don't lie. Without Clark, viewership has crashed from 2-3 million per game to as low as 455,000. The league used to proudly post ratings whenever Clark played, but now they stay silent when she doesn't. That's not strategy. That's desperation. And what makes it sting even more for other players is watching Nike pour massive money into Clark's future while they're still fighting for basic respect. Just recently, players wore "Pay us what you owe us" shirts during All-Star Weekend. Yet here's Clark, landing a deal that dwarfs most of their career earnings. Nike isn't just paying her, they're paying her Michael Jordan money. The kind of deal built for global domination.